Today I am going to take the class regarding the renal function test. So basically by using the renal function test you can study, that is like course outcome will be like you people can study different laboratory parameters and values and different tests which is mainly carried out in the case of renal damages. So that all those things are we are mainly carrying out under this chapter. So basically when we are seeing the renal function tests, you have to know regarding the functions of the kidney. First, when we are going to see the test, before that you have to know different functions of the kidney. So major functions of the kidney, what are the major functions of the kidney? Did anyone know what are the major functions of the kidney? Yes, excretory function is a major function. That is, kidney will excrete various metabolic waste products. Okay, various metabolic waste products, for example, urea, creatinine, uric acid, all those things are excreted by kidney. And also kidney will help for the activation of what? Vitamin D, or production of vitamin D, that is calcitriol, and also mainly excrete the or else mainly maintain the various pH and water electrolyte balance. All those things are maintained by the kidney. So these are the major functions of the kidney. So next it is, these are the major functions, basic functions of the kidney. So next we are going to see regarding the various renal function tests. Okay, this is a major important things which we have studying in this chapter, that is major renal function tests of the kidney. So major renal function, in that first one it is what? To screen for kidney diseases. If there is any disease in the kidney, we have to carry out various tests. In that first one is complete urine analysis. Okay, complete urine analysis. And also the second one it is plasma, urea and creatinine. Okay, plasma, urea and creatinine. And the third it is plasma electrolytes. Okay, these all things are coming under the complete or to screen the renal disease. If there is any disease in the kidney, we can screen all those tests. By seeing all those tests, we can screen the renal diseases. Okay, and the second one it is mainly to assess the renal function. I have already told regarding major functions of the kidney. So in order to assess the renal function, there is many tests are there. Okay, and the third one it is what? To assess the glomerular function. Okay, to assess the glomerular function, we have to see the glomerular filtration rate. Okay, that is GFR, and also clearance tests. Okay, clearance test and also glomerular permeability. And the next test is what? Proteinuria. Okay, and the third one and the last test is what? To assess the tubular function. So in order to assess the tubular function, what and all tests are coming? Reabsorption studies, then next it is secretion studies, then concentration and dilution tests and renal acidification tests. So these are the major tests coming under the renal function. Okay, so the next it is abnormal constituents of urine or urine analysis. So what do you mean by the term urine analysis? Urine analysis is nothing but in a clinical biochemistry, we will carry out what? Urine sample. Okay, with that urine sample, various tests are carrying out. Okay, so that procedure is called what? Urine analysis. And the next is urine analysis we can examine through different ways. That is, for example, physical examination, biochemical examination and microscopic examination. Okay, so in that first one it is physical examination. Okay, physical examination, physically we are mainly examining the urine odor or color, pH and specific gravity. All those things coming under the physical examination. And the next it is what? Biochemical examination. Biochemical examination means we are using various reagents. Okay, to identify the test, we are using various reagents, and with that reagents we are carrying out the various tests. So under biochemical examination, what and all are there? Proteins. So presence of proteins as well as presence of various sugars. Okay, that is mainly what? If there is any sugar content in the urine, we are mainly carrying out various tests. For example, you people already have done during your lab like Benedict test and all. So it is mainly used to estimate the presence of sugar in the urine content. Okay, and the next it is what? Ketone bodies presence, and also bile salt, bile pigments. All those comes under what? biochemical examination. And the third one, it is what? Microscopic examination. So microscopic examination, basically we know, like if there is any UTI infection is there, what we'll do? Mainly we'll see which type of parasite is the causes of that UTI infection, is it? Like urinary tract infection, I'm saying. So in the case of microscopic examination, we are mainly seeing what? Various crystals, casts, or microorganisms or parasite. All those things comes under what? Microscopic examination. So this is a basic of what? Urine analysis. So urine analysis means physical examination. So physical examination, all those parameters are we are seeing, color, odor, etc. And in the case of biochemical examination, we are using what? Various reagents. Okay, various reagents, like we are with the various reagents we are identifying the presence of sugar or ketone bodies, bile salt, etc. And in the case of microscopic examination, we are mainly seeing various parasites or crystals or casts or any sedimentation. All those things comes under microscopic examination. So first we can see regarding the physical examination. So physical characteristics of urine, in that first one is what? Volume. So we are taking a normal adult. Okay, normal adult urine output will be how much? 1.5 liter per day. Okay, 1.5 liter per day is a normal urine output. Okay, and if there is that urine output can be increased due to various certain conditions. For example, if we are taking plenty of water or more amount of water if we are taking, and also in the case of diabetes mellitus disease condition, in that case also what happens? Urine output will be like more than 1.5. Okay, urine output, more amount of urine output will be there. And certain conditions the urine output will be less. Which and all conditions that urine output will be less? Like edema. Okay, edematic conditions. And in the case of renal damage, all those conditions what? The urine output rate will be very less. And under this, you have to study different terms, that is clinical or medical terms are there. That is, for example, oliguria. Oliguria means what? Decreased amount of urine output. So such conditions are termed as what? Oliguria. That is how much? Less than how much it is? Less than 400 ml. If it is less than 400 ml of urine output, such conditions are we are called what? Oliguria. And in the case of the next one is anuria. Anuria is what? What do you mean by an anuria? That is renal or kidney failure to produce urine. That is less than 100 ml. Okay. And then the next term it is what? Polyuria. Polyuria means what? Excessive urination. Okay, more amount of urine output or excessive urination. Such in that condition we have called means we are calling what? Polyuria. That is greater than 3000 ml. Okay, these are the basic terms regarding all those medical or clinical terms regarding the physical characteristics of urine. The next one it is what? Osmolality. Osmolality. So the normal osmolality, how much is the range? 60 to 1200 mole per kilogram. The unit is very important. Okay, each test, if when we are seeing later various tests and all those things, different units are there. Okay, so each different tests will be having different units, so all those units should be studied carefully. Okay, so osmolality, the normal range it is what? 60 to 1200 mole per kilogram. And in the case of low specific gravity, okay, so low specific gravity is mainly comes under which and all conditions? If there is low specific gravity mainly comes if there is tubular dysfunction, and also if there is a disease conditions like diabetic insipidus. All those conditions what? Specific gravity will be very less. Okay, and when there is a high specific gravity, which and all conditions when there will be a high specific gravity? Inadequate water intake. Okay, inadequate water intake and volume depletion. Certain conditions there will be what? High or low specific gravity? High specific gravity. So under specific gravity, we are mainly measuring what? With osmolality. Okay, so normal specific gravity range is how much? 60 to 1200 mole per kilogram. And which and all conditions high specific gravity is there, and which and all conditions low specific gravity is there. So this is the first what? Physical examination. And the next it is what? pH. Normal urine pH is how much? 5.5 5.5 to 7.5 is the normal urine pH. Okay. And when there is a low pH is mainly seen in which and all conditions? High protein diet. Okay, high protein diet, mainly low pH in the urine, and also in the case of acidosis conditions and high protein diet, mainly low pH is seen. Okay, and in the case of high pH is mainly seen in which and all conditions? Low protein diets. Okay, low protein diets. Okay, that is low pH is mainly seen in high protein diet, and in the case of high pH is mainly seen in low protein diet. Okay, the next comes under the odor. So normal urine odor will be like what? Aromatic. Okay, if there is any bacterial infection, such type of conditions, what the odor will be like? A foul smell will be there. For example, if it is a case of UTI and all, that case is very severe. At that time, the urine odor will be like a foul smell. Okay, all those things comes under which examination? Physical examination. So when we are taking a urine sample and we are carrying out different tests. Okay, so under that we have categorized into physical, biochemical and microscopy. So under the physical examination, all those things are coming. Which and all? Specific gravity, order, then which and all? Volume, pH. Okay, all those things are coming under the physical examination.